What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over my Veto Pro Pac. So this is my Veto Pro Pac, and everything inside today we're going to go over. I've been rocking this bag for I used it last year for a little timely bit during last summer. Then I ended up getting a different bag and using that, but I've kind of come to love little small bags like this, especially for service calls, or just maintenance in general. These help out tremendously. I like them how small they are and how easy to carry they are. So we're going to be going over that today. This bag is the MB3 bag. It's actually more of a meter bag itself. So to store, fluke meters, Klein meters, field piece meters, etc. Can mainly fit inside the main pouch, but I've actually been using it for mostly just my hand tools and service calls and etc. So we're going to be going over that today. As you can see, it's not the normal Veto color. I actually opted to not waiting to get the blackout version of it, but in painting mine. So I went with the black, colored it black, still got the leather on there, still got the orange on the Veto. So kind of just make it custom my own a little bit. And I also got this little Remember Kids Electricity Will Kill You patch. So like that little thing there. So we're going to start off with the dimensions in the bag and how it sets up in general. There is a front pocket, a bottom pocket, two side mounted pockets, and a back pouch. So what I normally keep on this bag in general is I keep the handle that it came with, little carry handle like so. And then normally it wouldn't come with the strap, but I actually ended up putting a strap on it. So normally when I carry my work bag, I actually throw it over. I got this Amazon strap from Amazon. I got it because it has the little detachable belt clip here. Just using it as like the back strap, and that being up like the way it is now. The weight of the bag is it's about 20 pounds ish. So we're gonna do a deep dive on how I like my Veto Pro Pac set up and what I have in my bag for the service calls, maintenance, etc. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually start on the sides here. So I keep a thermometer on my bag, specifically these ones. This is just what my employer provides for us, but we also use these for geothermal. When checking the temperature of PEEP ports on the units itself, these for some reason are the only size. And then this is the Cooper branded thermometer. So I carry that on the side pouch with a Klein thermostat screwdriver. I believe this is the 14-in-1. So as you can see, it's got two sides on one end, flathead and Phillips. Normally, switching between those two, but it also has another end. Another end which has small Torx bits on here. So I will sometimes use these. It's very rare that I do. Funny enough, it's on boilers that sometimes those are needed for that. So there's that for you. That we'll put over here. Wrenches. So I keep wrenches on the side. Just easy grab, when taking off refrigerant caps. So I use a small and a big. Small is a Crescent 6-inch Crescent wrench. I opted for the black because I like all black tools. So, and then I have a Baco wrench, and I got this because it has a wide jaw on it. So I normally would use this guy to get the big caps off the refrigerant valves itself. So that's why I carry those. So that's done on that pouch, or that side of the pouch. Up here, I carry a railer magnet. So this is really nice for holding screws, or in general, I can take this off and put it on a unit and use it there. That's what I just keep on the zipper itself. Next here, we've just got a flashlight from Amazon. This can also, you can put on your ball cap and use it that way. It also fits nicely in pants pockets. So we just keep that on the side of the bag. I also keep a small tape measure. A nice little Milwaukee 6-foot one, just hangs perfectly off there. Can just pull it off, use it anytime I want to. After that, I usually I have a service tool up here. I believe this one is a Yellow Jacket angled service tool. If you don't have one of these and angled, I suggest you getting one. They work great. Don't have an issue with them at all. It's got the regular hex set that goes on it. And then this guy is probably the newest thing that I have gotten, and this is actually a blower gun from Amazon that I got. So pretty loud. It's got adjustable sizes that you can fit to whatever you need to blow out of. So I use this for condensers in the cabinets to get leaves or rat's nest or cobwebs or whatever, and usually blow this out, and then I'll have a little brush to brush the access out. It's got battery at the bottom, indicates what speed you're on, and this is also your power button to turn it off. So that's what I keep in that side of the pouch. So we'll go to the back. The back here in this back flap, you can see it's pretty deep in the back portion. So it has 2 mini pockets, but I normally keep a little magnet on here, in case a screw drops in a condenser or some spot that I can't grab it at. So I keep this in the bag. It's really helpful. I also keep an extension. A little 6-inch extension. This helps a lot. Obviously, tight spaces can't get to, or my nut driver is too short, or my drill can't reach it. Perfect. So everybody should carry one. Also, everybody should carry this tool. Is a left or an angled bit. This will save you so many times, and it's awesome. The DeWalt one I prefer because it's smaller than the Milwaukee one, so I'd recommend getting this guy. Next, we have just some open-ended wrenches I keep in here, various sizes for humidifiers, or if I can't reach a screw and it's in a tight space, I have a 5/16 ratcheting kind of angling wrench on here. And then lastly, in the back of the pouch, more. Actually, I lost the bit, but this is the Milwaukee multi nut driver. So this is nice when working on commercial, or I have bigger size screws than I think. So it can do 3/8, 7/16, and a half, and 9/16. So really convenient in our trade to have, not have to make a trip down to go grab a ratcheting set. I just put this in the impact or even in a nut driver, and it works out perfect. So that's what I keep in the back pouch. Moving on, down here, all right, down in this little flap, I keep a multitude of things. Lighter, sandpaper for cleaning copper. I also keep some jumpers in here for doing commercial, or in general, if I need to jump out a board, that's really helpful to have these. Next thing here, these actually go in your meter, little alligator clips that connect to your meter. So, to diagnose or to check a flame sensor, I keep these in here for when we're during heating season. Now we're going into the spring season, so cooling. I also keep these bad boys. So these are for small Molex plugs or mini splits. You can connect these to the field piece meter itself and attach these for little tiny, short, stubby leads. So I recommend these. These are awesome to have in your bag or in general to just have and around in your van. So I recommend keeping those. I have this little small jumper, tiny guy, keep in the bag as well. I also have some secondary Malco bits I like to keep in here. You know, lose these suckers all the time, so it's nice to have those. Those are convenient. Then I keep two other bits in here. Then I also carry a multitude of bits in here. So I have a Impact Phillips head and Torx T25 by Milwaukee. Just got out of the kit, just put it in the bag. I also have a Unibit. I always carry a Unibit with me, regardless. You know, during furnace season and cooling season, you're gonna use it. This is great for making holes in ductwork and putting plugs back in to make test ports for my psychrometers that I use. So these work great for that. I also carry a 7 millimeter magnetic impact. This is perfect for Samsung mini splits and any other mini split for getting that size figured out at 7 millimeter. So that works out fine for that. So that's all that's in the front pouch right here. I keep a lot in there, but it works out. The next pouch is this main pouch up here. And this is where kind of my hand tools start coming out. So I use the Klein strippers. I switched to Milwaukee ones, didn't like how heavy they are, and these ones just work out just fine. So I like these ones. These also have the crimpers on them in general. My next thing is I have the Knipex or Knipex needle nose, little 6-inch ones, perfect. I don't have an issue with these at all. I like those. And then I use the Milwaukee diagonal cutters. Again, small guy. So that's what I keep in this little small pouch. I also keep some zip ties in here and a rag. So you never know when you're going to need them. Just keep them in there for now. Up here in this small little zipper pouch, I keep a little Zinn container full of screws. Extra screws, long screws, some Lennox screws in here. That's just what I keep in there. Always nice to have that. I would fit something bigger in here, but this works for now. The other container I have is just a baggie full of multitude of things. Extra wire in there, as you can see, a lot of wire nuts, some plugs, some terminal connections, some gas valve plugs. So anything in here, you know, that I can keep, I keep in a little baggie and I put in here for right now. Moving on to the main pouch itself. So in the main pouch, I actually keep the SBLD little container from the back of the bag. So this fits my meter, which the meter I use is the Field Piece SC680 with the swivel head, and I just have it wrapped up as is. So that just fits right there in that pouch. Works perfect, so I can just slip in and out. Next, we move on to the hand tools. So I use the Knipex Vipers. These guys are great. I would suggest buying these. These work great. Really wide opening, so I can still use this for gas piping or drain plugs or holding copper while soldering. You know, it's a multi-tool, so that's why I got these guys. I also got it because of the teeth. I needed something with grip, and that was a little bigger, so that's what I keep in that side of the pouch. I have a flathead screwdriver for a beater screwdriver, a junk screwdriver, whatever you want to call it. Multi-tool screwdriver, just flathead by Husky. I love this thing. It just works great. Pry tool as well. The next is the newest edition, and this is by Wera Tools. Essentially, it is a multi-tool with an extension. So I keep the Malco flip bit on here for 1/4 and 5/16. Works great. Um, Essentially, all it is you press on this and you can extend it a little more. And then to double that, it also has bits in the back housing. So I've been rocking this for the past actually 2 days, and I love this thing already. It works great. I love this extension. This is even better. Instead of having to carry multi tools in general, it's awesome to just have all in one. And lastly, what's in this side of the bag is Knipex again. And this is a just Knipex. I would call this, I guess, a flat wrench. There are no teeth on this guy, so it's just as is, adjustable. You can adjust as is, and just works great. So that's what I keep in the main pouch. And lastly, what I keep in my Veto bag is the Milwaukee M12 fuel. This guy I use every day. As you can tell, it's got some wear. I've been using it for a while. Have had no complaints with this whatsoever. If you're wondering about a drill and what choices to do, and you maybe want something that's for everyday use, this would be a ideally and perfect one to use. It uses M12 batteries from the bottom, so that just simply goes right into there. It's got a light on it, so that even doubles. And then also, and I'll talk about it, you've got multi-speeds on here. So you can use that at your disclosure, and I've had no complaints with this. Some people complain about the torque, but it's pretty good for what it is. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to head over to my Instagram and follow that at Vidi_HVAC. But thank you guys for watching. This is my MB3 loadout, Veto Pro Pac. They make great tool bags. I've had no complaints with them. I actually have 4 of my own. I have the MB3, I have the TPLD, I believe, the SBLD, and I have the MB5. MB5. It's a great little backpack, and I'll do a video on that here soon. Had the same thing. I painted it black, so you'll see that in the future. But that's my loadout. Obviously, leave comments down below if you have any questions on the tools I use, and I'll happily answer them. And thank you guys for watching.